Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This is Patty from PS Paper Crafts, and I wanted to show you how to make a really simple guy card. Could be a girl card, but it kind of reminds me of a masculine look. Somebody who's a musician. It says, "You're awesome," and then on the inside, "Here's to an epic celebration." So it could be birthday, it could be, I don't know, somebody who's in a band on tour, whatever. And this is a celebration item. Don't forget, celebration ends this month, March 2018. So you can get this if you spend $50 in product. This would be yours for free. So let's get started. This is a very simple card. It's just ink and paper, cardstock. So I have everything already pre-cut. Try to do that to speed things up. This is Night of Navy, and it's a half a sheet of 8.5 by 11. And I just scored it at 4 1/4 here. So this is 5 1/2 and then scored it 4 1/4. So that's our card base. And then I have a layer of crumb cake. And the layer of crumb cake is 5 1/4 by 4. So it layers nicely here. And then I have this little piece where I did the sentiment and the image. And that is 3 by 3 1/2. I'm also using this corduroy ribbon, which is in the Occasions catalog. It's very masculine, and I think it's pretty cool. So I just, you don't want to put ribbon on a guy's card with bows and everything, but I thought this looked pretty cool. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is stamp on the crumb cake, and I'm using Early Espresso, and I have the guitar stamped, and I just kind of stamped around. I went up and down. So let me just show you what I did here. So I took my guitar and I kind of stamped off and went kind of up and down. And this will probably come out a little bit different than the last one. And I'm just going to go up and down and then I'll fill in. Okay, and now I'm going to fill in kind of the blanks. So I will have one go down here and the bottom of one up here. So it's just kind of a random background look, I guess you would call it. And let's see. And then I took this stamp with the dots and I just kind of filled in some of the, I'll call it white space even though it's crumb cake, but some of the blank areas. Again, just randomly putting it down. Don't want to put too much, just kind of here and there. I think that looks good, and the center will be covered anyway. So we're done with that. Let's put that aside. And let me just clean off this because we're going to do it in blue. And I have the Stampin' Scrub. I don't know if I've ever shown it to you. You just spray it with the spray and then on one side and it's dry on the other and you just rub it. It's a nice way to clean your stamps. You could also use baby wipes. A lot of people use baby wipes, whatever you want. So we're going to stamp the guitar. And I just kind of put it in an angle here. And then in the Night of Navy, so let me get rid of this because I think we're done with this. Night of Navy, we're going to do the You're Awesome sentiment, and then those little dots. So see how easy this is? I mean, there's nothing fancy here. As I said, it's ink and cardstock. And then we'll do these little dots. And I started in the middle, and then I kind of put one on either side, just to kind of get it centered. You could put something up top. I kind of debated that, but I didn't want to make it too crazy. And I did ink or brush off the tops. I just put a little bit of ink around the edges, just to make it set off from the crumb cake behind it. A little, I don't know, a little border to it. So this is very easy to do. You just take your sponge, ink it up, and go around the edge. And you can go in as far as you want. If you want, you know, more on the white paper, it's up to you. Okay, so that is done, and let's actually do the inside. So the inside, I was trying to decide where to put the guitar. I was going to put it in a corner, and I decided that I would just put it as kind of the line that I would put my sentiment above. So let's get the guitar inked up. Again, this is in Early Espresso. And I'm just going to put it down. And then I'm going to use this You're an Epic... Sorry, here's to an epic celebration. And you could put happy birthday. I mean, you can add another sentiment to this. So let me get the Night of Navy again. And I have that mounted as well. So let's do that. And then we're done with our stamping, and we just have to put everything together. We'll put our corduroy ribbon on. And I put that up with dimensionals, the crumb cake. So let me see. I think the first thing I'll do is put the corduroy ribbon down. So let me just cut a piece of this. I'll just kind of judge it here. And what I did was I put some of this fast fuse on the back. You could use Scotch tape or anything. I just thought this would work out really well because I think it's kind of a heavy ribbon. So I'm going to just put this way. And I actually put a little bit of this fast fuse on the ribbon just so that it would hold up in the front. Just a little bit of it. So we'll put this down. And come around and just touch the back here. Okay, and then I took dimensionals and I put them around the back so that it would kind of pop up and not be bumpy with the ribbon. And I probably overdo it with dimensionals, but that's what I do. I like to make sure that things stick really well. The only problem with that is then you have to get rid of all of these release papers, but I'll clean them up after the video. I'm down in Florida and it got chilly. I know it's terrible weather everywhere else in the country, so I can't complain. I'm actually liking this weather. It's in like the 60s, so sorry to you folks who are dealing with snow. But I had to put a sweater on today. Isn't that terrible? Life is rough, right? Okay, so let's put this down on the Night of Navy. And that's one thing I really love about Stampin' Up. Everything just ties together. I mean, this ribbon came out and it just goes with one of my favorite colors, Night of Navy. And it just, you know, coordinates. You don't have to worry about whether it's going to go or not. It does. It always coordinates. So we'll put this down and then we'll put our inside in and we're all done. So this is a really quick card, and again, good for a guy, a girl, teenagers. Sometimes it's hard to find teenage cards. You know, you can't get the cutesy ones. You know, you can't get a mushy one. So I think this would be a cool one to give to a teenage person. And I'm going to put this down as well. I'll just use the fast fuse since I have it out. So with the fast fuse, you just want to go lightly and then pull it to the side. And that kind of breaks the oops, I can't think while I'm doing this. It kind of breaks the adhesive from the roll. Okay, so there you go. 2 cards, very quick, very easy. Give me a thumbs up if you like this, and stay tuned for my next video. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate your time. Take care. Bye.